because on this channel, I have some Yoruba friends that say I'm insulting Yorubas. Then I have some Igbo friends that say, God knows I got God. You don't do that. The type of insult I received on my inbox today was something else. And I'm like, we cannot have an environment where people can now express themselves, and if your expression or your narrative is contrary, then you get all the insults in the world. Is that what we have turned out to be? Is it the real thing? Is that how it's supposed to be? Because I believe in a free and fair, rational society, people are entitled to their opinions. People are entitled to their choices. So yesterday I was talking about the creation of United States of Biafra somewhere in Finland. And my grievances was the inclusion of the Robo people in that charade. So whoever is angry for my position, I'm sorry. I do not intend to offend anybody. However, I still believe that my opinion should be respected. If you are following me on this page and you feel that my ways of approaching issues does not meet your specified narratives, please unfollow me. I heard a lot of things yesterday that I'm looking for clout. I'm looking for traffic. I cannot be looking for traffic by insulting people. Trust me, if I was talking, I cannot be looking for traffic by insulting people. You see this one, Sunday probity, you are a useless old man. Don't worry, I know. Don't worry, I'm going to block him. You get me? This is exactly what the country has turned out to be. It's exactly what the country has turned out to be. You get me? However, I will still maintain my apologies and I will try as much as possible to ignore these characters. I'll try as much as possible to ignore these characters. Because I will, as much as possible, try to see that the country is so messed up, so everybody is behaving anyhow. But let me say something. The man who called me was reasoning with me. Please understand that when we had independence, we had the Southern Protectorate and the Northern Protectorate. Then it became divided into Northern region, Western region, and Eastern region. Western region now broke up to form Western region and then Midwestern region. Who they call me? Okay. Because if we begin to change history for purpose of our fraudulent objective, then we have a right to suspect that there is a hidden agenda in your pursuit. Somebody called me today and was saying that Delta State was part of the old Eastern region. That's not true. That's not true. Let me call back. That's not true. Hello.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, the Mr. Woto.
My brother.
Yeah, good evening, sir. So I am just watching your program right now, your live program.
Yeah.
and I've been following you. I'm a very good fan from you. What you are saying is just unfortunate that many people are not seeing from your own perspective, because you have your own opinion and they have their own opinion. And before you setting up a resolution, there must be what we call dialogue. An individual cannot just come and say they want a referendum and then bringing other people, inciting other people into it. It doesn't work like that.
Let me tell you.
I don't know these people.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish. Sorry.
Because these people call themselves, they are educated enough to bring referendum. When they are bringing referendum for themselves, it should be for themselves. They should be speaking for themselves.
Yeah.
You cannot be bringing referendum. You are putting Nubu, you are putting Edo, you are putting Calabar, you are putting people who are not in your perspective.
Yeah.
They are the one who are complaining that they need freedom. If they want freedom, they should go. Because the reason why I'm calling you, many people may be insulting you now. But it doesn't matter.
But the insult, it was overwhelming.
It doesn't matter. But this fight is not for, because I can see many people now on social media, they are laughing. Samuel Ekpa, Tulumbu, Samuel Ekpa, Tunubu. This is not all about Tunubu and Samuel Ekpa. But they should understand it is because we have decided to live in a country whereby we ourselves as an individual will break the laws. We are lawless people and we live in a lawless country. Many states today, they are supposed to be petitioning the Finland government. Because if a Finland citizen comes to Nigeria, it will still be, he or she will still be living as a Finland citizen in our country.
Yeah.
But when we go to Finland, we will be living like a laborer. It takes a lot of years for you to obtain even their working permit. We are not even talking of citizenship now. Working permit to work over there. You understand? Because our immigration system are not working. So if maybe Samuel Ekpa having a dual citizen, so are you know that Finland government will open their eye that Samuel Ekpa will be in Nigeria, inciting a resolution in Finland that Finland should break up? It will not happen. They cannot sit down and watch. They will sanction Nigeria. So every state that is
hold on a second. Please help me resolve this matter. They keep telling that I should not put my mouth in anything Biafra, but Biafra can make laws for me, put me in their map. But me that belongs to that place that you've joined, me, I should not talk. I should not say anything. I'm trying to wrap my head in that audacity, that arrogance, that audacity. Yeah. No, I want you to comment on that.
Doesn't things like that does not work. We are the fighting colonization for many years, and we are still on it. We are being colonized by the British government, but we seek for visa for many years to obtain visa to the British. Is that not a shame on the part of Nigeria?
Yeah.
Now, you as an Igbo man, you have your own culture, different from Igbo man. Now, how is Igbo now trying to colonize you to their own culture? It is very difficult.
Yeah, I said I asked you a question. You didn't answer the question. I said somebody say he loves me, but I should stay away from Biafra matter. And I said, how can I stay away from Biafra matter when you have made me a citizen about it? So I have no right to say anything about it. I should just accept what you have designed for me and follow.
Let me quickly answer that question.
Now I'm trying to I want all these Biafra. I'll find all of them and be blocking them.
This is all about the people. This is all about Nigeria. You can't make me a citizen when you don't consult me. When I did not ask for it. How can you make me a citizen when I did not ask for it? And this is why I called you that every state now they will be thinking that it is noise. The Finland is giving them all to exercise their activities. The United States is giving them all to carry on their activities. But what are the Nigerian government doing? What are our Senate House doing? What are our House of Assembly doing? What are they doing? They are all there signing bills. They are supposed to be writing petition out to sign to want the Finland government to take hand away from Nigeria problem. And every state that is being measured, they should be petitioning these people right now.
Yeah.
Because it is not just a joke. It is starting now. And people are saying it because it's Mr. Oroka is on the social media to chase crowd or to collect money or to I
have lost close to 2,000 followers yesterday, and I don't care.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter. When you are fighting for freedom, you will definitely lost it. You understand? So they are fighting for their freedom. Let them hold their freedom. We are nobody's against them fighting for their freedom. But they inciting other states. It will not work. How can that work? How can an Igbo man want to insert a dog into their own Biafra syndrome? A dog that is a monarch of his own. When we are talking of the third monarch in the whole wide world, you will measure a dog inside. If anybody is supposed to be agitating today, a dog will be the first person to start agitating. When they came for colonization, a dog was still standing as an empire. How can a Biafra man be coming and say a dog is part of a Biafra? They should be careful, because where they are going now, this is the reason why Biafra will never come. If they like, they inaugurate whatever they want to inaugurate. It's none of our business. But the area they are going now, this will make Biafra not to come. If they listen to their conference today, the man they say the employee that said is working there with the Trump team or so, if they should understand what he said. You cannot force people who doesn't want it to be part of you. That was how the man answered that young man that came. You cannot do it. You can only take people that are part of you. You can only liberate them. They should liberate themselves. When it comes that they can convince others that Biafra is a country which everybody will love to join, then it is not left for others to join them. They should do it for themselves for now. And not
okay, let me answer. There are some many questions here. Because you don't like Nigeria must not mean that I must not like what you like. I respect what you like and what you don't like. Can you please respect what I also like and I don't like? That you hate Nigeria so much. That you hate Nigeria so much. That you hate Nigeria so much. Does not mean everybody must follow you to hate it. Nigeria is bad. Does not mean we should. In fact, oh my God.
All countries are facing challenges today.
Yes.
All countries. It's just that we cannot fix our challenges. That is the problem. And I believe this your broadcast should lead to the people working in the House of Assembly, working in the House Senate. They should be watching it. They should wake up this moment, because individuals are inciting violence in our country. We are trying to stabilize our economy. And you see people are coming up with referendum. Nobody's fighting them for referendum, and they are supposed to be stationing the Amazonian government right now.
Honestly, hold on a second. Honestly, if you read the comments on my wall, if you read the comment now, you can see the intention behind it. Say them. If you see the comments I'm reading, you can imagine the comment, the intention. First of all, based on the comments, they don't care about your feelings. Your feeling doesn't matter. This is not about freedom. It's about expansion. It's about power and control. Because if you say you are liberating me from Nigeria, and I'm saying I don't want it, why are you angry?
it's so obvious.
If you say you want to liberate me because Nigeria is bad, so if I don't like Nigeria, what makes you think that the option for me is Biafra?
Mr. Walker, let me quickly chip in something. The Igbo man who are complaining that they are under marginalization, they are the highest business dominees in that country called Nigeria today. They are the biggest business dominees. They dominate everywhere.
Because me, hello, what I do, if I'm following a page that doesn't say what I like, I simply just unfollow the person and move on, or block the unfollow the page or block the page. But resorting to insulting people, abusing people, so you want to force me? My opinion does not matter. My preference does not matter. So because you have joined me, I should keep quiet and follow the way the thing has been joined. Somebody is saying that it's just one state, I'm just one man, my opinion does not matter. You can't. When you begin to hear words like that, it means if today we have this Biafra and these same people are the ones in charge, my brother, problem though, big problem there.
Yeah, Mr. Walker, I will definitely thank you and appreciate you for what you're doing. Keep on. Those that likes you, they are watching your progress, and we just pray that your page go further to our Nigeria government to see this, because it's going to be a kind of, they will be seeing it like joke. They thought Samuel Ekpa was creating content. That was what they were doing. He was creating content, and this is, you see the way they are insulting you now. This is how they are distracting the media in Nigeria to make Nigeria government see it as if Samuel Ekpa is creating content, and they are using. You see what they are trying to run out from. That is what they are bringing now. Finland government now will have an opportunity to colonize. They are also coming to colonize them. They are also bringing colonization to themselves. They should understand. You are performing what you hate. What you said.
Exactly what I said yesterday. Hold on. Exactly what you said yesterday. You said Lord Lugard forcefully. He said it is not by force. When it's not by force to marry somebody. Lord Lugard forcefully married us with the South. Fine. But you are doing exactly the same thing Lord Lugard did. In fact, you are even doing it worse.
I don't really understand these people. You are the only people, when a dumb man is going to marry an Igbo woman, you see there are a lot of criticism, a lot of a kind of racism. It's not an Igbo, except that Igbo woman growed up in another state, not direct from that state. We should love ourselves. We should preach what we call love.
I don't think these people are capable of love.
People don't want to be part of it. You want them to be part of it. You are going to church, I'm going to mosque. Is there a problem? Does it mean that we are not humans?
Let me tell you, you see, I am not disputing the fact that Igbos are being marginalized, and that marginalization is in politics alone. In politics.
In politics alone.
That is just in politics. Because I don't think any government will go to Abia State or Imo State and dictate what the Imo-lites want. You get me? So they give you everything you want. So and in even this politics, it is not just Nigerian government that is marginalizing them. They themselves too are marginalizing themselves.
Definitely.
Because I recall when they made an Igbo man Senate president. Some of these people commenting here, they will be small children. They will be some of them were not even born. In 4 years, they were fighting themselves. One said the Senate president must come from Anambra. No, it must come from Enugu. No, it must come. In the process, they brought Nwabara, they brought Pius Anyim, they brought Chuba Okadibo, they brought five. You understand me? When Peter Obi was during this Peter Obi's campaign, how many of the big boys, how many of the big politicians, how many of the big politicians came and stood behind Peter Obi? None. It was the masses. Let me tell you what the Northerners are saying. The Northerners came full-fledged. Forget what INEC announced. The Northerners came full-fledged and say, yes, it is the turn of the Igbos. Everybody came and said it's the turn of the Igbos. So, because it didn't work now, you are now telling them that you want to go. What about what we did for you?
You know, Mr. Walker, it's unfortunate we live in a country whereby an individual will just form themselves and form a security network.
You know why I'm scared. You know why I'm scared? Remove the what I said, man. It's just on the slide.
An individual just came out. They formed a security network in a country where we have military, in a country where we have air force, in a country where we have security parastatals. With
this thing now, with what they are doing now, everything. That was what I was going to say. That was what I was going to say. I was saying, with what you are doing now, with what they are doing now, it will be difficult to campaign for an Igbo man in the next election. Very, very difficult. Because that's what the Hausa man used. That's what the Hausa man said, that if they give Igbo man this country, they will share the country.
Yeah, Mr. Rocker, I will leave you so that the others can also call into it, so that others can.
No, I will call you after.
Please, I just quickly want to send a message to the Biafrans. Nobody is against them. Mr. Rocker is not against you people. Mr. Rocker is against you people forcing his own state to be part of Biafra.
Shit, that's all.
Dialogue. You understand? You can't drag a do Calabar into Biafran. So you can't drag people who don't want to be a Biafran to be a Biafran. So if you can fight for your Biafran, there is no problem. If it comes, glory be to God. If it does not come, it is also left for you people. But you people just forming a state. Forming a state, you just form a list and come on a national television and start calling states. That is very wrong. And this is the reason why Biafra will not come. And I promise them, this is the reason why Biafra will not come, except they remove all the states they are calling out of it and let them form it themselves. Thank you very much, Mr. Rocker.
Okay. So you see now, our feeling does not matter. The way we feel does not matter. You have decided for us, we should follow. If you say I should remove Mark from Biafra matter, so long as you are adding my people to that Biafra, you cannot shout me to keep quiet. Who are you? You cannot. You add me. I think all these IPO people, they don't learn less. I thought they've learned less in Shey. I never knew they are still there. Wait now, make I finish the topic. Leave them. At least I know they block them if I see them. You get? So you get me? So if this is what Biafra looks like, I swear to God, I pray to God I'd never come. I prefer this Nigeria 10,000 times than what it is. Because Fulani man never comes to this page and say, Magnus, you are an old fool, stupid fool, respect your old age. They don't do that. We've not gotten the Biafra. See the way we are doing. The Biafra has not come. Look at the way we are doing. Anyway, let me go to what even made me decide to do this video. You see, we had Northern Protectorate and Southern Protectorate. Then it was shared to North, West, and East. There was no South. Then later, West, Midwest. Then later, Midwest was carved out of West because the people of the Dem Bendel were complaining that the Yorubas were marginalizing them. So they carved out Midwest. And that is the only region with a paper, with a referendum backing that region. There's a paper and document backing that region, Midwest. That Midwest is what you now know today as Delta and Edo State. It is the only constitutionalized, recognized region with a document behind it. So if you are saying because your people are inside and because they share the same tribe with you, you are going to forcefully join them to your place because your people are there. See, the people you are dealing with, they are not fools. The people you are dealing with, they are not fools. We are all educated and we are all wise. If you want to be free and you want association, you want to have people, you have to negotiate. But you are thinking that because the country is bad. Hello. Hello. Hey, Alpha, how you doing?
I do. How you doing now?
We do. You did follow my program, Abi?
Sorry?
You did follow the program?
Yeah. I've been listening to your caller with get a lot of pride in him, you know.
All of us get the pride now. All of us.
I'm not directing to you now. I'm directing to the caller.
Okay.
That's what we call somebody just being unnecessarily full of himself.
Okay.
Do you understand? And the word "full" here does not literally mean the actual full, like F-U-double-L.
No, you did. I know it is F-U-L-L. I know it's F-U-L-L.
Yeah. So someone being full of himself, you know, just because it looks like you're pretty much excited, you know, when you call into a program and you feel like everybody listening to you and you just also enjoying listening to yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember yesterday when I tried to make you separate the position of a few group of individuals from the position of the entire Igbo nation. And I believe we had a conversation, you understood my point very well.
Yes.
There's one thing about Nigerians. I don't know why anytime you mention Igbo man or Igbo people, everybody suddenly wakes up. It's funny how we can actually, to be honest, Nigerians can tolerate Buhari for 27 years. They can tolerate Tinubu. Even if a cup of garri becomes 1 million, they will be fine. But the moment a discussion connects an Igbo man, I don't just know why there is this subconsciousness that everybody just suddenly, like you could hear the guy even talking about Eastern Security Network. How could somebody set up an Eastern Security Network in a country that has security? Like, are you kidding me? Was this guy alive when Fulani men, they buy, they butcher people like chicken? And army, police, the entire Nigerian armed forces were just there looking. And even when they arrest them in the morning, in the evening, they're all back to their houses. Because Buhari is in charge. From the day Buhari stepped into Asuro, that was the day the whole invasion started from the South Sahara Desert. We all know
the agenda then now. The agenda was to subdue the East.
That know this doesn't say a word to that. Nnamdi Kanu, while with his colleagues, they were shouting Biafra and agitations and marginalization with flags for years until the killing became too much.
Hold on, my brother. It's like you didn't understand him. You see, he is. Listen now. Oga, listen now. Let's have a conversation. Okay. You see, yes. I share his opinion quite okay. I'm with him 100%. Now, we are not saying that Biafra should not come. We are 100% behind Igbos with their Biafra, if that is what you want. We are 100% behind it. Honestly, if there's anything I can do for you to get it, fine. But please don't disrespect me by adding my region to it without my consent. No matter how Nigeria is bad. No matter how bad Nigeria is.
When you land in the country.
You get me? No matter how, if somebody is in the upstairs and fire is in the building and you will put blanket and say jump, and person refuses to jump, what can you do? You can't force him. It's his choice. You are prepared a way to save him, and he refused to jump. You leave him. You can't start abusing him, idiot. Why no one jump? You can't do that. You understand me? So Nigeria is bad, quite okay. Nigeria is bad, quite okay. But you do not force people because you share an interest and you believe that person too should understand that reason, and therefore, without his consent, you join him. How is that difficult for you to understand?
No, it's not okay, right? Have you landed?
Yes.
All right. So yesterday, Magnus, I told you that I'm not a member of IPOB, neither do I belong to any of the groups. The only common interest an average Igbo man discusses when it comes to the position of our position to the states of the nation, we are completely out of it, tenor to tenor, season after season. And in that common discussion, yes, every Igbo person we know that we grew up thinking that this word federal government actually exists in a different country. So I told you yesterday that I am not, and not even anybody, not even Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has once said two things. One, if Nigeria is working, do you think I'll be talking about Biafra? Two,
no.
If referendum is conducted and people decide that they don't even want the nation, good and fine. Now, the issue of people standing somewhere, I've told you what is going on now is what happens when you dismantle the leadership. So what the Nigerian military needed to do is to get Nnamdi Kanu by all means possible, especially if found in anywhere Africa where there is no rule and order. And they got him and they dismantled the leadership, to my understanding. And of course, somebody who were doing that manage the followers very well. What is going on now is what happens.
Go ahead.
And now a whole lot of things is going on, which is not. You can come out in the court case most times to say, stop the killing, stop all this. This is not the line of the struggle. So somebody, even if something, okay, excuse me, are you telling me that if Simon Ekpa and his group or whatever, or whoever comes up tomorrow and say that no, the whole Africa is now Biafra, then does that mean the whole Africa is now Biafra? It doesn't work like that. So I don't know whether Simon Ekpa called you and told you that, oh, I want you, Magnus, and your people to be. Forget about whatever declaration anybody is saying. The preaching I understand Nnamdi Kanu had before now was they believed there were a lot of Igbos who, by creation of the states in the South, might wish, it's not just by stating that this state is Biafra, might wish to be part of the Biafra nation where they originally came from. And should during referendum, the right to vote is extended to them to decide whether to remain in Nigeria.
Who decides that referendum must go to a certain place? Who decides that?
I'm saying, I'm only telling you his idea when he was mentioning some places in South.
Because Igbos are there.
So, yes, of course, there are Igbo-speaking people when you go to rivers and a lot of places. Let's leave that discussion. What I'm saying.
No. Let's not discuss it. Let's not leave it. We are having a conversation. Let's discuss it. This is Water TV now. We say it the way it is. No problem. Here now, with the pull.
Like, you have had a Wike and Meiji. In this week, they will come out and tell you that they are Igbos. Next week, they will come out and say they are not. No, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to go into that.
No. You know the greatest mistake of Nnamdi Kanu, the greatest mistake he did in pursuance of this Biafra movement. First, he said it was not about tribe. It belongs to everybody. But that's a big lie. That's a big lie.
See, I also wanted to round up on that point. That point I'm trying to make is that a lot of elites in Igbo land, even those that were not keen about Biafra, were telling him that, and even within his own camp, like I said, sometimes you have, it might take you to have problems for you to realize that as a leader, you must have made some mistakes. Because I remember part of the issues that we had, apart from when he was talking about against pastors and all that, was also the issue of people trying to let him know why not receive this agitation just to the 5 instance states for now. If any other, so that other people don't feel like they are being forced to go into that. Do you understand? And yesterday I told you, Magnus, that personally, and I'm sure by the time he's out of detention, he don't force people to go into what they don't want to belong. So if the Igbos, if you want to conduct a referendum within the Igbo states, of course, not even all Igbos might even vote to go into Biafra. There are things they need to lead. Apart from the marginalization we see of Nigeria, you need to convince them of the plans you have to actually make this nation a better place compared to Nigeria. And by the time you conduct that referendum, if majority, which it can be, he says repeated times, if majority believes that this is the way to go.
So I'm asking you a question. Who will conduct the...
Any other nearby states in future who feels that they want to join you as a country, then there will be diplomatic processes to that.
Who will conduct the referendum?
Oh, I'm not saying. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. I don't. If it looks like you like the topic. I don't know who will conduct the referendum. I'm not the one. I'm not IPOB. I'm not. I remember him talking about there are diplomatic processes with the United Nations.
Let me tell you how they create. Let me tell you how they create countries. Let me tell you how they create countries. When the first thing you do is to get a group of people that are favorably accepted as a representative of that community, and then the community writes to UN and ask UN that, look, they should come and conduct a referendum that they want to go, they want to break away. Then UN, then you will point the places, the places that are making that request. You get me? You must have representative of every community that says they want it. Then UN will come and conduct that referendum.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned UN.
UN will come and conduct referendum. That is after you provide evidence of not being able to live in that. You've got like maybe evidence of marginalization, evidence of wrongful.
I'm pretty sure that even if the UN asks strangers, not even Nigerians, even non-Nigerians, to present evidence against Igbo people, I don't think that would be a difficult task.
Anyway, so what like you, somebody's even praising you now that you are talking without insult. Somebody immediately after that, somebody come and say you be bingo. You see, what is it with you and your people and insult?
Now let me. I was actually coming to that. You know, the insult you talk about. You be talking about insult.
Things, you know, we don't force to don't buy. Like they do is an empire of its own. And Delta is also a place of its own. Calabar and others don't be forced to join Brafia. Brafia is a whole lot of its own. Let them form it. If they go to the United Nations, they decide to go and do an election, and they say they want to go, they can go. That's it. Try to use channel on February I like. I remain blessed.